Okay, so I've just come round the corner of the greenhouse. This is where we've got to design a garden. I actually was thinking I might put some mint all around the outside. Mint and herbs. It might deter snakes, it might deter insects, not sure, maybe wormwood, fennel, all of those things that might just deter them. I'm not going to plant anything substantially high along here because it will block the light for the greenhouse. And Rory, what else have we got? All the irrigation pipes, wood for odds and ends that we've used so many things here. There's the wood pile, which Terry's always adding to the wood pile, and I tell you what, I'm so grateful because we're using it now because it's chilly. We have got rid of the big tank that was here that was full of rubbish. We've done a couple of loads metal-wise and taken apart washing machines. We've done whatever we can to try and recycle. I've got rose cuttings in those buckets to go, and I will move these actually over there because they will still take. This is Pierre de Ronsard, so pretty exciting. And that can go in there. It will at least get a bit of moisture when it rains. Sand's come in handy because we're using that when we're potting up the succulents. The potatoes weren't a huge success as far as I can see. Oh, here you go. Gary calls it the pumpkin. That's a water feature that I got. I've got raspberries in there. Don't know if they're alive or not. This one I didn't plant anything in. The potatoes that I planted with the tower idea, where I actually planted them all the way down through here so that they would grow out. They didn't grow. Oh, look, this one has. But it's actually not taken as well as I thought. Mind you, there's one right down the bottom of that one. Might just be taking a little bit more time, but I don't think they're going to go well with the frost. So out of 4, I think I only planted in 3 and only 2 are flowering. 2 have got plants coming up. So canna lilies, bits and bobs to plant here that I really need to get sorted. And then I'm turning around and you've got the picking beds. So looking a bit straggly, but there's been the addition of roses. The tomato bush has gone wild. I've been using the old chairs to prop up the chrysanthemums. They were beautiful. I'm really excited about what they'll be like next year. Tomatoes are still giving us tomatoes, which is just freaky as far as I'm concerned. Bulbs are starting to come up around the place. Sweet peas that we planted in November, the big, no, you can't plant them in November. Well, you can. In summer, you can still plant them. So you've just got to look after them. So I haven't even actually planted my sweet peas yet. I've got a big old chunky weed here that needs to come out. That's one that the chooks will like. This is I'll come back through the arbour, but there's the picking bed that's on the driveway side. Everything's just gone green, and I'd like this whole area along the edge to be dealt with better. When it rained the other day, I'm walking through what I call my lap pool, so that really got a lot of water in it. But the rest of the garden, there's been no wash off that's been detrimental. The comfrey has started flowering. On this side, it's just growing so freaking awesome. And look at this one. So what did I do wrong? I don't know. It's got a few bugs on it, but I'd say that it's positioning, maybe just that difference in soil or difference in sunlight. Maybe more so the soil. Yeah, got lots of plants growing here. I've deadheaded the crizzies. I've deadheaded the crizzies so that they can just put the energy into growing the plants now. But yeah, things are looking good. All the daffies and jonquils are coming up, and there's some random bulbs that we planted coming up around the edge. Not many yet, but there was bluebells and gosh, what else did I put in there? I put in a heck of a lot of bulbs, so it'll be interesting to see what does come up. And that's looking at it from this way. The path is covered in wood mulch, but it's also covered in I'm going to go up now, the golden elm. losing all its leaves. Snapdragon's still going. So I might be able to rake up these leaves and add them to the garden as mulch. Beautiful. It's all going to feed back the garden just with the runoff and everything. It's not going to hurt it. But yes, things have changed in the garden now. Definitely into the winter mode. Bulbs starting to come up there. The belladonnas. Lost a couple of hydrangeas. And then some of the hydrangeas up here in the upper garden bed, they're still growing okay. Fuchsias, not so sure if they're going to take. The osteospermum, all different colours, they're still flowering. So just a really awesome plant as far as I'm concerned. Still got the rocks here to get, they're going to go back into this middle garden bed. This one. And elderberry plants are going to go along here. I'm going to put them wherever I can. This is where I want to have our outdoor sitting area, undercover. And yeah, the path is covered in all the wood mulch. We've got a beautiful bowl. We've got to find a spot for it. There's the bucket that I fell over backwards, literally, the other day and hurt myself. The water features are doing all right. The fish are in all of them. The fish are still alive, and yeah, there's a lot of leaves falling in here, so I don't know if that's going to be bad for the fish. I think I might have to get in and fish out the leaves. So that's something I might have to look at when I get back from my holiday. What else have I got? Jerusalem artichokes, definitely ready to be cut down now. All their energy's gone back into the bulbs. The Mexican sage there, that's growing well. This elderflower, elderberry tree, I think is still alive. Lucerne trees. Elderflat, like these ones are doing really well. The pepper trees in the corner, that's doing well. We've got mulch here and mulch over there where Gary is. And the Sunshine Garden's got, so back here, so the gate's all done now. Got the standard roses in, which are going to look really lovely. And then we've got standard roses here as well. Moved the Aggies so that they're forming a definite border to the driveway, and that way if a truck comes in and reverses and it hits something, it's only going to hit the Aggies, it's not going to hit the plants behind. You know, we've sort of had a few big trucks in here and we think that that's very possible that they will maybe hit something as things get bigger, but the Aggies are just so protective, they're really good. We've got the mulch down here now around the Sunshine Garden, which is now more like a sort of teardrop shape, almost like a big ear actually, the shape of it. And all that mulch that's still there, that's going to get put around, well, maybe some here, but we will put it around the path, all around here. We've got plenty of mulch to use, so it's going to go all up along the border, along the back there, and then around the back I'm going to be creating a new garden bed up there, and all of this cardboard will be used, and we're going to clean up this big beepy beep mess, and a rose garden is going to go here because it's the best aspect for roses. So I'm very excited about that. I would like something very special here, but I can't infringe on the driveway space and getting things in and out of the shed. So I have to really be nice to Gary to let that happen, because he needs that space. But at the moment we're working around this. We can get cars and trucks in and out the garden quite easily, so why not put something there? That's my theory. So yeah, that's the backyard on this side, and it's all looking a bit sad for itself. I have not had the time to get out in the garden lately. Boys planted some chrysanthemums for Mother's Day. We've got some roses in here that are beautiful orangey reds, like, you know, very sunshiny theme. And we've also got a couple of mystery roses, so they may end up getting moved next winter. The spinebills have been here every day. I can't see any right now, but I've seen them nearly every day. They're just beautiful. There's obviously a breeding pair here, and I've seen a little baby, and yeah, it's pretty darn cool. I've got the windflower the anemone. That's just gorgeous. So that's the first time I've had one of them in the garden. And not really too much more to report on this area, except it needs a good weed. The calendulas need a good pull out and throw the seeds around. So I'm just collecting what I can to do all that. So there we go. Coming to the back of the back gate, and that's the look. That's what it looks like. So a little bit scrappy-doodah at the moment, but we're getting there. Getting there slowly. Apple trees all lost their leaves, all of that sort of thing. And in here is a jungle. It's a jungle. But we're sorting out the back veranda and got lots to do. There will always be something to do here, I think. But anyway, we're seeing progress, and I love that this path is down. It's settled a lot more now. It was very spongy at first, but this path is just really brilliant. So it's sort of just like goodbye grass. Random grass around now and then, but nothing like it was before. Gary does not have to mow out here anymore, except he'll have to mow the driveway by the look of it. So we'll have to work out what we're doing there soon. Okie doke. See you later, everybody. Take care. Today is the 11th of June, 2022.